during their classes. Okay, yes, my name is Tatiana Sokolova. I am a teacher trainer and I work for language просвещение. I hope that you've heard the name of the company when we were called Language 360, and now we merged with просвещение, and we represent Pearson in Russia. We are exclusive partners of this educational corporation, and I hope that you know about it. Today I'm going to talk about how to gamify private classroom, and I would like to discuss and answer a few questions during my presentation. Do games make kids smarter? Can we learn serious things playing? If time permits, fun with words and fun with tests. But my major focus will be on an online video game, video-based course for primary students. This phrase I have heard many times during my life. Serious things come before playing. Have you heard this phrase? We agree with that. That serious things can't be taught playing. And a very respectful man told me that. It's my father. He was a teacher of physics and mathematics, and I've heard it many times, and I didn't contradict it. He insisted that if you want to learn something, you need to work hard and you can't play. But later I learned about some other respectful people such as Jean-Pierre Piaget, Albert Einstein, and Diane Ackerman. And their opinion about playing is absolutely different. Play is the work of childhood. Play is the highest form of research. And play is our brain's favorite way of learning. However, not many people, not many educators, not many teachers agree with that. Because now it's a great concern for teachers and parents that children spend too much time playing video games, because just consider the following figures. 94% of children between 3 and 21 play video games on average 88 minutes a day. Just imagine, of course, many of them spend less time doing their homework. Though the things have changed because our life has changed. Our children grow up in connected homes where information technologies are everywhere. They feel comfortable in the digital world. They don't need to be taught how to use digital tools. And they use digital devices even before they learn how to read or to write. They learn by doing and experimenting. They can use the interface of many video games even without knowing the language of the game. They can intuitively guess what they should do, what should be done, where to go, how to get benefits, how to get points in the game. They don't need any explanation. Besides, despite this fact, many educated people think that, however, video games might be useful in developing memory reaction. Sometimes people say that gamers are better drivers, and they develop their peripheral vision and many other skills. However, many educators think that games don't teach the right kind of attention skills. To learn, kids need to develop sustained attention without rewards. But in games, they are rewarded continuously. Anyway, video games are a part of children's daily life, and they might have positive effect on children's development, because children are exposed to language through video games. If, for example, the game is in a foreign language, and of course they do it willingly without being forced to do that. That is why video games nowadays can be considered as a tool of social networking and as a tool of using a foreign language during the game. In today's games, and the games themselves also have changed. Nowadays, children don't need just to manage the joystick. They have to create characters, they have to chat in text or with the help of voice. They have to manage short-term objectives, manage long-term objectives, and they have to manage interrupts, because parents always interrupt children, saying them that it's time to do your home task, right? So, and I wanted to bring about another example from my life. I am an ordinary parent, and I was also worried when my youngest son started playing Dota 2. And of course, I insisted on him doing home tasks before playing the games. He tried to learn languages at school, German and English, and he could speak neither of them, despite the fact that his mother is a teacher of English in a way. But surprisingly, by the last year at school, he started learning French, and he succeeded in this language. So I believe that he is just not capable to learn a foreign language. But it turned out that he played this game communicating with French-speaking teammates. And he continued learning French at university. And moreover, he started traveling, work and travel to France. And he managed to get by using this language, absolutely new language for him, which he wasn't taught at school. This is the reason why I think that games and multitasking can have a positive effect on children's development. Besides, these are 5 factors, 5 things to do to increase your fluid intelligence. What is fluid intelligence? Fluid intelligence is something that is connected with problem solving, with creative thinking. And fluid intelligence is declining constantly throughout your life, unlike crystallized intelligence. Which is connected with wisdom, experience, knowledge. So, and to develop or to keep the level of your fluid intelligence, you need to do 5 things. Seek novelty, challenge yourself constantly, think creatively, do things the hard way, and network. Doesn't it remind you the pattern of a video game? The same children need to do while playing a modern video games. That is why there is a clear connection between the development of fluid intelligence and playing video games. But of course, anyway, parents say you can play a video game after you finish your homework, right? But what if homework was a video game. I'm sure that you have heard about some positive results of creating video game-based courses by teachers, and this is one of them. You can Google and find it in YouTube. Video from his lessons for third grade students. He created a video game-based course for maths and languages, and he reported great results of this course because his students progressed very, very rapidly. And can we design such game for learning a language, for example, English language? Of course we can, but in fact we don't need to, because such game already exists. Today I wanted to present you our Discovery Island course. This is a course for primary students, which is based on a video game. This course has 6 levels, and of course there is a course book for pupils, just paper-based course book, but students can play a video game as a home task where they meet the same characters from their pupils' books, and they need to solve different problems. They need to go through different adventures together with their characters and carry out different missions. As I have said, there are 6 levels in this course, and they have certain names: Family Island, Tropical Island, Space Island, Film Studio Island, Ice Island, and Future Island. In each pupil's book, students meet certain characters, and each level of the book is connected with a certain video game, where students go into an immersive online world, and they meet the characters from the book. The same characters appear in the game. Of course, this game is really, really motivating because these adventures on themed islands develop cognitive, emotional, and social skills with kids. And children feel really comfortable and happy playing these video games. In the games reinforce the vocabulary and grammar they get during the lesson. Of course, in the whole strategy and different additional games which they can play, like puzzles or bingo, which they can play online. So as I have said, the stories are based on the same characters as in the books. This is an island, and this is a tropical island, and of course there is a video, a cartoon, which is used by teachers during the course. I will show you that's just an example of the cartoon.
I'm Zach.
Hello, my name's Millie.
How old are you?
I'm 6.
How old are you?
I'm 7. Look! Wow! Red, blue, yellow, pink, purple, brown, black,
So, as you can see, this is the course for primary students for the very early level. They are learning numerals, they are learning colors, and the same characters appear in the online video game. And after learning something during the lesson, they, the characters come to life in our Discovery Island in online world. Because at the bottom of the page in their students book, they can find a link. Now go to Family Island. So, and now this is a piece of video about this video course.
That makes learning English an unforgettable adventure. A new island at every level. New friends to make. New mysteries to solve. A rich variety of components help make the classroom come alive. And a magical online game where children literally meet the characters places your students right at the heart of all the action. Teachers who teach young children understand better than anyone the challenges involved in English language instruction. Motivating students, keeping them engaged, and helping them remember. Pop Tropica English offers such a solid, simple classroom pedagogy, and its characters and stories are so warm, so memorable. Young learners will want to be part of it. Another way to keep them engaged and motivated is through the Pop Tropica English world. When children actually interact with the characters and the materials online, they are so completely captivated by what they are doing. It's amazing.
So why am I so excited about it? Well, the main reason is that the project itself, the series, the materials and the learning program incorporate all of the ideas that I've been passionate about for many years. It's learner-centered. It's task-based, it draws on the latest in technology, and through these means
That was a sneak peek into the game, but as I have said, there are 6 levels and the games are always based on a different story. And in each game, children have to fulfill different missions. For example, this Pop Tropica game, and this is a teacher's access. You can see that apart from the game, teachers have simultaneously an access to Active Teach tool, which can be used during the lesson for the smart board, and which a course which makes the lesson more lively and makes the managing the lesson easier for the teacher. It saves quite a lot of time. But now I wanted to show you the main stages of the game, what you can find inside. Unlike the students, in teacher's access, there is a map of the whole island, and that is why the teacher can go to any part of the island. As for the students, in their access, they can go from one to another part of the island only in a certain succession. When they complete certain missions, they can move on. Actually, there are 3 blocks which they need to cover in each level. After, for example, stages 1 to 3, they can move to 4 to 6. But inside these stages, from 1 to 3, they can do all the tasks and complete all the missions in any succession. So all the levels are connected with a certain unit within the book. This island is based on the mission to get a rainbow key. On this island, the weather is always rainy, and children playing and completing missions, meeting different characters and helping them. For example, they help farmers to find animals, to wash them, and learn the words connected with farming and domestic animals. Or, for example, they help an elderly lady to buy something to do the grocery, to do shopping, and they learn the words connected with shopping. Completing these missions, they get some clues where to go next. And in order to get this rainbow key, why do they need this rainbow key? Because in the castle, a princess lives who is very unhappy because of this bad weather. And the students traveling and having adventures on this island are trying to help to find this rainbow key and to improve the weather of the whole island. As you can see, communicating with the characters, they are voiced, of course, but they need not only to listen, but they need also to read and to choose the correct option, how to communicate. And they also have to fulfill certain quests, certain tasks, which are based on the vocabulary from the coursework. Of course, like every video game, they have some extra tools, like, for example, a bag where they collect different benefits, different cards while traveling on the island. And they can play extra games to practice vocabulary, and they can look at the map or change their avatar, change some clothes of their character. In fact, it makes the game rewarding. When they succeed in the game, they can get more options. Some extra characters appear in the game, or they can get more options to create a new character, a new avatar. So this is Pop Topic game, and there are plenty of resources on the teacher's side. Of course, you can say that for students it's okay, but for some teachers it might be really confusing. But with the help the teachers get on the site, they can find not only text instructions, but video instructions, how to manage the game. And besides, there are even lesson plans where teachers are given some hints and tips how to organize, how to integrate this video game into the lesson. Of course, it can be given as a home task to kids, but it is great when it can be used in the classroom. And of course, a teacher can monitor the progress of the students through the game, because he has a tool for that in his account. Unfortunately, I couldn't show that because in my account there was no real class. But if you create a class and your students enter the game, you give them access code for the group, and you create a group and monitor their progress in the game. That's all about video game. And if you want to learn more, I just wanted to show you some other resources like an application for a primary course, Big English, for learning the words. You can download it for free. You can find it in your mobile phones. And there are 3 different games also on levels for the course. But it is only about the words. And besides, Pearson, just a moment, I will move further, just a moment. Pearson has tests for young learners, which are organized in the form of a game. It is also a board game for children, and that is why this exam is not stressful for them. That is why everything what is created by Pearson for young learners is a game. So if you have any questions, you can find, I will leave this presentation and you are going to send it out. You can find, so there are some ideas how to prepare for the exam, but unfortunately I don't have time for that.
Applications addresses, you said.
Yes. You can find all the links at the end of the presentation.
Presentation will be available for you.
Yeah, presentation will be available, and our contacts